Hello everyone, Merry Christmas, welcome back to 70s and 80s talk. Crikey, December. It's been a very busy month. So anybody that watched the last video, I mentioned I was going to do a pick and mix of Christmas songs and review them. I mean, Christmas Day has gone, but I still think it's Christmas up until New Year. So I'm going to do it now. I've picked out my favourites, to be honest, the majority of the Christmas songs from the 70s and 80s. Are on here. So, I mean, I say I picked my favourites, there's pretty much all of them on here. I mean, there's a few other ones that I could have added, but I haven't, but it's something. I was going to get the dates. I mean, theoretically I could still do that. Because I haven't had time to add the dates on here, so what I'll do is I'll get the window open there with this. I have started doing the pick and mix from Madonna. I haven't finished it, and I will be doing some other pick and mixes reviews. It's just finding the time. I mean, I've started a new job and it literally is just finding the time basically to be able to review them and then record the videos, because when I've been to work for like 8 hours I just want to come home and go to sleep, watch some telly or something. So it's only really the weekends I have time, and then I've been busy on the weekend with Christmas and everything, but hopefully I will end up finding some time to do more reviews. So the first song is Step Into Christmas by Elton John. I love this song, I really do. So I'm just going to be, while doing these reviews, typing away to find out the years. So let's have a look at when this was released. 1973, yeah, I thought it was 70s. So yeah, really a long time ago now, long time ago. Elton John, I really like Elton John, obviously a very popular artist. You've got a very jazzy start to the song, which is Elton John really. But then it changes direction in sound when the drum kicks in. Like I say, I'm a fan of Elton. His voice is great in this one, I think. I love the small section in this song where the pace quickens. It's just a small section in the song, but I quite like that. You've got added R's in there, which add a great Christmassy layer to the song. And we've got Jingle Bells in there as well, which is often in most of Christmas songs, in these ones here that I'm going to talk about actually. So the next one is by Wizard. I could not mention this one. Is I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day, an absolute classic. Everybody knows this song. 1973. So this song really takes me back to being a kid. It's a truly timeless classic. The music video is a time capsule of when Christmases were really proper, you know, and not just everybody running around chaos, you know. It was different back then, I think. I mean, I wasn't around then, but just what I've seen and heard, yeah. Lots of instruments used in this one. We've got the children singing in here. It's a real mix, but it's a good blend. It really is a good blend of sounds, which makes it a great Christmas song, for sure. One thing I will mention though is, when it's this time of year and everyone's putting these Christmas songs, the majority are from the 70s and 80s. I mentioned this in the last review, how it's really nice because it's almost like you can pretend a little bit that it's not 2022, it's actually 1973 or 1985 or whatever. I mean, there are some modern ones, but these are the classics, and for them to stand the test of time is really great. It really is, because it was the best era of music, and that's why. So the next one is by John Louis, Stop the Cavalry. Now this one will be later on, I imagine. 1980, yeah. So this song, actually, I think my dad introduced me this song many moons ago. It's a bit of a different sort of Christmas song, lyrically wise, and what it's about. You've got the sound at the beginning, that marching band sound, really appropriate for the song and what it's about. The vocals are very clever actually, because they're quite casual, but they still hit really well. It's brilliant. John's voice is great. It's clear and it's crisp. Again, Jingle Bells are using this one too. It's very Christmassy sounding, I think, though, even though it's what it's actually about. So the next one is, I mean, I think it's a Christmas song, but actually you could really listen to it. I mean, you could listen to any of these whenever, but you could listen to this one throughout all winter because it's A Winter's Tale by David Essex. And this was released in 1982. I'm literally just Googling these and looking for a date, so if I get some of them wrong, I apologise. So yeah, 1982. It's quite young in the music video, actually. Really liked the music video. Very, very nicely done. Quite simple idea of him just walking about in the dales, but yeah, it's quite nice. So I think it's a stunning, old-fashioned sounding Christmas song. It flows very well. It's calming. It's relaxing. It's not like some of the other Christmas songs, which are like, oh, which are fine. But if you just want to sit down, it's a nice song to listen to. I really like it. I really enjoy listening to it. It's not in your face. It's not at all. You could, and again, you could listen to this throughout winter, really. It is a Christmas song, but it's kind of not at the same time. Yeah, like I say, a good music video too. So the next one is, I've got a bit of a story because I've known it for years. I really like it. They were playing it at work the other day and I was thinking, yeah. And I was talking about my dad and I was thinking, we didn't know who it was. Anyway, I came across it on YouTube and I thought, that's it. And I clicked on it and it was. And it's Greg Lake, I Believe in Father Christmas. Is that how old it is? Crikey, 1975. I didn't realise it was that old. Crikey. Yeah, I think it's an amazing song. Really love it. It has a reminiscent sound almost, like, I don't know, it's strange. A lot of these songs I find that, I don't know if it's because I feel like I have some connection with the 70s and 80s, I don't know. But, or maybe a lot of these songs I heard when I was a kid, I don't know. Yeah, it's very nostalgic. You've got twinkles of sound in that. I don't know what that is, what instrument that is, but very appropriate for a Christmas song. It does build in tempo towards the end as well. So the next one is, whenever to be honest, this is probably, whenever it's like December, the first song I put on is probably this. And to be honest, he has been known as kind of, I don't know, the King of Christmas or the Prince of Christmas, something like that. It's Cliff Richard. And this song I'm talking about in particular is Mistletoe and Wine. He's got loads, hasn't he? He's just released another Christmas album. So this one was actually 1988, so later end of the spectrum. And you've got that music box sound at the beginning, which I haven't heard being done before, actually. Which is quite creative thing to put in there. Then you've got the keys and the drum. Again, another classic. We've got Jingle Bells using this one. It's a clear, strong vocals in this by Cliff. You've got backing vocals which create this warm sense of belonging almost. It's a joyful song. You've got saxophone in there, which actually is also used quite a lot in Christmas songs. But also just like brass instruments in general are in this song. I think there's a trumpet in there at one point as well. Again, those instruments are used in Christmas songs. Right. The next one is Merry Christmas Everyone, Shakin' Stevens. So this was released in 1985, is that right? Okay. Again, Jingle Bells are used in this song. There's Who's, that's what I'm going to call it, Who, giving those choir vibes, which is associated with Christmas time, carols, churches and all of that stuff. It's a well played Christmas song, this. I love the drum in this, that ba-da-dum-bum. I like that. You can't not sing along to this one. The vocal changes in tempo, which is good. It gives variation, which can lack in some Christmas songs, I think. Now the next one. Oh, goodness me. This song, I'm telling you, this song is a franchise in itself. The money that must have been made from this song. You've got t-shirts, you've got jumpers, you've got posters. There's all sorts that have come from this song. Now, it was released, that was the 80s, I don't know, like 83, 84. 84 it was released. So it's Wham! Last Christmas. yeah, it's catchy. It's another one you have to sing along to. It's very Christmassy sounding. Another one which takes me back to being a kid personally, because I used to watch the video over and over again on, we used to have a lot of video channels back then and used to put the Christmas videos on, and that was always on there. The way that George elevates his voices in places is great. Now the next one is another really big one. It's Band-Aid. Do They Know It's Christmas? Now they did a remake of this, didn't they, back in like 2014? Wasn't the same. Nah, it wasn't the same. I mean, it was for a good cause, that's great, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't. So this was released in, oh great, it's actually given me, released in 2022. Have they done, I think they have done another one, haven't they actually? Yeah, they have done another one. But 1984 was this one, Feed the World. Forgot about that actually. I don't think I've actually listened to it, the new one. But it's modern anyway, so I wouldn't be talking about it anyway. So yeah, as soon as it starts, you know it's this song that kind of, I don't know, I can't recreate it, but you know it's that song. There's so many voices of that decade. It's a fantastic song. They mashed all these singers together and it worked. You know, for them to do that and for it to work. I mean, I don't know how much kind of thought went into whose voice was going to work with whose, I don't know. But it worked. And it worked very well. The back end music that goes along with it is fantastic. You've got Phil Collins on the drums. It's a really real collective effort of talent from that era, and it stood the test of time. It has. So the next one is The Pogues featuring Kirsty MacColl. Which was released, this is Fairy Tale of New York, was released in 1987. It's been in the news for some reason. Why has it been in the news? Oh, the meaning behind The Pogues, Fairy Tale of New York. So the amount of people that say that this is their favourite Christmas song, and I think probably when they released this, they wouldn't have realised how successful and popular it would become. I think it's because it's different. It's kind of, the lyrics are a bit, and I think people like that. I think they like that. Yeah, the contrast in vocals I think is part of the success, and the lyrics. The contrast in vocals I mean between I don't know his name from the Pogues and Kirsty, the voices, the contrast, the sheer difference works really well actually. It doesn't sound that festive. Again, another reason why a lot of people like this. Now the bit just before Kirsty starts to sing, I really love that bit in particular. And the back and forth, singing against each other, like they're having a conversation amongst each other. It's very cleverly done, it's different. And yeah, more reasons for why it's a favourite for many. So the next one is, I don't mind this one. I mean, I don't mind. I think there's been lots of versions of this song done. This isn't the original. So it's rocking about the Christmas tree, Mel and Kim. 1987 it was released. So it's quite a fun song. Who eats pumpkin pie at Christmas though? I know Americans do at Thanksgiving, but are they really eating pumpkin pie at Christmas? It is a bit cheesy. It's a bit comical, but it's alright. It's alright. I'll listen to it. You know, it's fine. Next one is Paul McCartney. Wonderful Christmas Time. 1979. So it's a real sound of the time, I think. Like many of these, it's got almost like cosmic keys that add an interesting sound to the song. Again, Jingle Bells are used in this one. There is that odd sound, I don't know what it is, but without it, it wouldn't be this song. It's like a popping sound, I don't know. Like an arcade sound I wrote there, yeah. Pinball, bit like that. So the next one is John Lennon. War is Over, Happy Xmas, it's also known as, which was released in 1971, long time ago now. It's another one of them songs that really kind of make you have that odd feeling, I think. Again, it's reminiscent, again, of what it's about. even though I wasn't around when it was released. But again, it just has this weird feeling. I don't know, like reminiscent. I don't know. But John with the backing vocals worked really well as well. The jingle bells are used again, but it's not as obvious. The jingle bells aren't as obvious in this one, but it is in there. So the next one I'm going to talk about isn't a typical Christmas song. It's more of a Christmas song to me, but actually it is a Christmas song in its own right. Now, it's such a beautiful song. I can't actually. I mean, if you haven't heard this song, which probably most people have, maybe they don't even realise I've heard it. Go and listen to it because it's absolutely stunning. So basically, my favourite Christmas film is Jack Frost, which is about a father who dies in a car accident near Christmas, and he comes back to life as a snowman. And I know that sounds a bit, but honestly, it's a really good film. It really is. And the song that's played on there is a song by Fleetwood Mac called Landslide. And it's amazing. It actually is amazing. I mean, Stevie Nicks, brilliant. It gets me every time. It really does. It's absolutely stunning. It essentially is about losing someone, hence why it was in the film. It just hits differently. It really does. I feel like Stevie's voice is very haunting. It's deep. It's honestly amazing. It really is. Her voice is the standout of the song. It's louder than anything else going on in the background. The video's great as well. Yeah, but honestly, go and check that out if you don't know that song. Or just go and listen to it anyway because it's brilliant. So the next one is Queen. Thank God It's Christmas. Now, you know, when I was a kid, I'm sure I didn't actually know about this song, but I've known about it for a few years now. And yeah, it's not like really up there for my favourite Christmas songs, but I'll play it, I'll listen to it. So this was released in 1984. It's certainly worth a mention for sure. And that's all I wrote on that one. So the next one is Cliff Richard. Again. And it's Saviour's Day. My favourite part of the song is just when he sings on the Saviour's Day, that line in particular. I really like that. It was released, it was 1990 that was released. Yeah, I really like that one. Now the last one I've got wrote on here is Slade. Merry Christmas, everyone. I mean, I'm pretty sure I do this myself. Everyone always goes around singing, it's Christmas, you know, everyone does that from this song. 1973, popular one again. It's not Christmas without this song. It really isn't. I mean, you've got Noddy Holder on here. Brilliant. Really is. There was a song that was after I did this review. The Pretenders, 2,000 Miles. That was another one that I quite like as well. I'm sure there was like another one, but I can't remember what it was now. I don't know. But good thing to mention though, actually, Billy Idol has got a Christmas album. So if you're a fan of Billy Idol, go and listen to his Christmas album. He's like kind of just done like the classics, his version of them basically, like those kind of old Christmas songs. But yeah, I mean modern music wise, what would I say? This is modern. This was like, I don't know, was it early 2000s? The Darkness one, quite like that one. Used to be my favourite actually. Probably Elton John one. I really do like that one. And that Greg Lake one, I Believe in Father Christmas, I really like that one. Leona Lewis has got a one, which I didn't mind until literally last week. I listened to it, must have been about 20 times. Like, it was in the car being played when I was going to work, when I was coming back from work. It was getting played in the office. And now I'm just a bit sick of it, to be honest. Which I never find with these 70s and 80s songs. But more modern songs, I feel like they're quite easy to kind of be like, okay, I've heard enough of them. So that's that. That's my little Christmas music review. So I'm probably not going to put anything out now until next year, 2023. So thank you for watching. Thank you for anyone that has watched my videos, that has commented, liked, subscribed. It really means a lot to me. It really does. So stay tuned for 2023. I'll be doing more reviews. I will be starting off with some pick and mixes like Madonna, Bryan Adams, and Generation X as well. Billy Idol's old band from the late 70s. So all the best, everybody. Take care. Hope you have a good new year. So yeah, all the best for 2023. Bye.